Let's see, where am I streaming live then? If I'm not streaming live from here, where are we streaming live? Let me see. It says I'm streaming live. Just not sure. Not sure what channel it's on. See what channel we're on. We'll start out on one channel, and then as the business grew, we kind of solidified some things. Okay, I see it. Okay. You shouldn't have to go through this each time. Okay, so we don't even know for 2 minutes. Fantastic. All right. Yay. Okay. Still feel on which page. Hi, Ashley. Hey, Brayden. I'm gonna mute this on here so I won't be as loud. Oh, hey, Ashley. All right, so I got her up, and then I'm just gonna go. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I'm just gonna go over all the kits that I have, and then so yeah, I'm ready. It took me a little time this morning. So you're either on Facebook in the Facebook group, or you're on YouTube. And I was going to put it on Instagram too, because there's some people on Instagram, but we try to just like get everybody to come to YouTube, just like come to one place. If you're on YouTube or Instagram and you're wanting to be in the Facebook group, then you either have to inbox me your email address or go to the website. And when you go to the website, go ahead and subscribe. So yeah. And just give me, I gotta get this right. So hold on 1 second. Oh, thank y'all for being patient, because Ivy's still working on some stuff. So basically I'm just going to go over the kits, because our kits are based off of symptoms, and so technically there are 10 symptoms. There's the bacterial vaginosis, or the BV symptom. There's endometriosis. You could be in any stage 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then you have the fertility, which is a symptom. Then you have the fibroids, which is also a symptom. We have the PCOS, or polycystic ovarian syndrome, or if you have cysts on your ovaries. And we have the multiple symptoms, which means, you just have a lot of things going on, and instead of picking one particular kit, you say, well, you know what, I'm just going to get the multiple symptoms, because I have so many things going on. We also have the STD kit, which is for sexually transmitted diseases. And I'm going to speak a little bit about that further, because we're doing some closeouts. And then we also have the virus kit. So that covers the virus. Right now, I believe I covered all of the kits. So we have the different kits on the site. They're all symptom based. And the kit comes with more than just pearls. A lot of people come to the site and they will say, oh, where are the pearls? And so you can get pearls. You can come to the site. Hey, Naima. Hi. So you can come to the site and just purchase pearls if you choose to, and that's fine. But when you start your detoxing process and you're using your pearls, you're actually releasing waste that has been harbored in your womb. It's been harbored on your uterus, or it's been harbored in your cervix. So it's living, like active waste. And when you start your detoxing process, some of you will start discharging when you first put your pearl in, depending on how much, trauma you have up there. Other women won't discharge, they actually remove the pearl, which is the process that we look forward to. Okay. However, when you start to discharge, whether it's while you have your pearl in or once you remove your pearl, you're going to have this waste coming out of you. You have the waste that's coming from the womb itself, and then you also have waste that's just been sitting in your vagina or in your vaginal walls. So you have this waste that's coming out. Keep in mind it's still technically active waste until the complete 72 hours of the discharging process is up. You know your cleanse right now. That's what's up, Ashley, sweetheart. Like, power to the PUSSY. That's what's up. So you have this active waste coming out of you. You have to wash. You're going to wash every day. Some women wash twice a day. Some women wash 3 times a day. Most women who I come into contact with are using over-the-counter soaps. Soaps are designed to technically cleanse and deodorize. The soaps that we have that comes in a healing kit is designed to cleanse and heal. Okay, so you have this active waste coming out. You want to be able to wash yourself with something that's going to assist you in the healing process, not just wash yourself with the soap. Because prior to you even deciding to do the cleanse or doing the pearls, okay, this soap really hasn't done you any justice. It's a cover-up. A lot of women use Summer's Eve or Massengale or I don't even know what the names of the soaps, all the soaps are, or like Refresh. So these are all cover-ups. The sad part is the day you stop using those different types of cleansing products, your vagina is going to smell awful. So if you go to your friend's house and you see that in her bathroom, she has some pH issues, okay? And you need to hook her up and let her know that, like, that's not really helping you. It's covering up something that's way greater, and you need to fix it. So cool. You're going through your detoxing process. You got the soap that comes with the kit, right? If you're just wanting to buy pearls, that's fine. Go ahead to the site and buy pearls. We put the bulk pearls on sale. If you're getting the bulk pearls, that gives you enough money because it's a savings. It gives you enough money to go back and buy soap. So you want to go and get the healing bars. We call them healing bars. It's a bar of soap. Able to go ahead and do that. Get your healing bars. So you get your healing bars of soap. I did respond. Oh Lord, sweetheart, I'm going live. Oh yeah. You know what? Just go ahead and keep listening, sweetheart. You just go ahead and keep listening. Okay. Keep listening and keep on watching YouTube so you can play some catch up and go to the website and then read. Okay. And I stress that to all people of color. So when you're going through your cleansing process, that's what the soap is for. So you get your soap, you get your salve, you get your honey. And basically what this live for is today is to go over what comes in the kit, because a lot of people are not aware of what comes in the kit, or you're not sure as to technically like you don't know what it's for. And maybe you're new to this, like this is your first time hearing about it, and you're like, you know what, I want to go and detox, I want to go and get me some pearls. So yeah, and then you get to my site and you see healing kits and you're like, well, what is that? Is that the pearls? Like you're getting confused, right? Okay, so and plus we're closing out of things, so that's really what today's about. We're getting rid of some things on the site, so you can actually go to the clearance section of the site and see what we already put on clearance, which is mainly we did the pelvic inflammatory disease, which we're closing out of. We're also, thank you, sweetheart. We're also, hi Shanita, God bless you, sweetheart. We're also closing out of the men's collections. If you choose to buy the products for your partner, you can. If you want to go in and get some products for your uncles or your brothers or your dad or whoever, you can. It's on clearance. Once it closes out, we are not going to be putting any more products back into the men's collection. Not for I don't know. Not until Ivy feels like it. And right now, no, because we have to focus on some other things within Chandra Pretty. We have the university, so we have students who are already attending a university, and I have to give them one-on-one time, and I'm still building certain curriculums. So that takes a lot of time. And then just focusing on women itself. Focusing on the women and these different symptoms keeps me busy enough, right? So we're just going to go ahead and get into it because we're going to be closing some things out. And once they're done, right? So everybody's pretty much familiar with this product right here. Hi, I love y'all hearts. Those are so cute. They're like blowing up. That must be Mr. Dave. Most of you are familiar with this. If not, we're going to tell you what it is. So this is your healing salve. This is the salve that comes in your kit, right? Now, if you didn't get it, guys, it's because you didn't purchase this particular healing kit. The kit will come with 1 pearl, 3 pearls, 6 pearls, or 10 pearls. If you decide, you know what, I want more pearls than that, then you can get the deluxe kits, and it comes up to like 25 pearls, something like that. There's no such thing as 10 pearls is going to take care of me, 1 pearl is going to take care of me, 6 pearls is going to take care of me. So this is all I need because I'm not in a position to diagnose or treat anybody, right? So no matter what you get, you'll always detox. I've been detoxing since 2009. Every month I'm going to always do this, right? Because after you take care of certain issues, you want to do prevention. So we do a lot of prevention. So we do the 3 P's. We do symptoms from the past, present symptoms, and then prevention, right? So you'll get the salve. This is the 2-ounce salve. This comes with your kit when you purchase 6 pearls. This is what you get. You know, we upgraded our kits at the towards like mid-May. We upgraded the kits, and so now if you purchase a 10 pearl kit, you're going to get the 8-ounce jar or the 8-ounce container of the womb healing salve. This is a womb healing salve. This is your womb healing salve. This is like a moisturizer. A lot of women who suffer from issues such as the herpes simplex virus, the human papillomavirus, hepatitis C, PCOS, dryness, they truly do enjoy using the salve, and it is very, very essential for those women because they deal with issues that causes them to have irritation around the vagina, around their anal area, in between, sometimes on your mouth. With PCOS, you know, we get a lot of issues with our skin, and so we can have like rashes or what looks like acne or facial hair, or we may have what looks like acne or hair on our breast. Some women have boils, so we'll get them underneath our arms. We can get them underneath our breast. We can have boils on our vagina. So that's what the salve is designed for. It's designed to heal those areas, you know, along with whatever it is that you're also including within your cleansing process. So again, with the 10 pearl kit, you're going to get the 8-ounce salve. If you choose not to get the 10 pearl kit and you still want the 8-ounce salve, then you would go under the womb healing collection and pick your symptoms. So if you want to get, like this one is for bacterial vaginosis. If you want to get the BV salve separately, you can purchase it in a 2-ounce or you can purchase it in an 8-ounce, right? So this comes with the 6, this comes with the 10. Because we want to make sure you have enough to go through the cleansing process. And so also, we have this size, okay? This is another salve. You need some more salve because you're running out. Oh, such a sweetheart. Shanita, you can actually email me because like my repeat customers, you're pretty much educated on the process and you know what it is. And so, yeah, so you just inbox me, Shanita. That way, I'll just give you a real quick rate so we can just go ahead and get you in and out, and your stuff will go out tomorrow, okay? And God bless you, sweetheart. This is a salve as well, and this is the fibroid salve. So these are our salves, and of course, most people who've been with me for quite some time, you know that my signature is always roses because no matter what, you're a rose, right? So this is the fibroid salve. A lot of women have fibroids. When you're using your pearl, prior to using the pearl, during the cleansing process, even if you're taking a break, if you're done with the cleansing process, you're going to always use something to moisturize yourself. This is not only a moisturizer, but it also assists in your healing journey. And that's what you want to keep in mind. Some women suffer from dryness. Before you even insert your pearl, before you even start your cleanse with the pearl, of course you're going to shave. You're going to shave your vagina. And you're going to shave underneath your arms. A lot of women have hair on their chest, right? If you have like hair on your chest or like hairs on your face, I would recommend that you get a wax. waxing them. Really, you can get the Brazilian wax for the vagina as well, and you can wax your armpits too, because that is going to more so pull the cuticles from the tissue as opposed to just cutting the hairs, right? So you want to make sure that you've removed all of the hair, okay? You're going to wash up with something that we call the healing bar, which we're going to get into. After you wash up thoroughly and you've dried off thoroughly, then you're going to use the salve. You're going to apply this salve to the vagina. You're going to all around your butt, your anal area, underneath your arms, around your breast, your neck, and your face. Everywhere where there's soft, fatty tissues, this is where you want to put your salve. If all you purchased was a 3-pearl kit, then you're not. I'll show you too, sweetheart. And this is good if you're doing. Hey, Naima, baby, I love you too. This is what this is for. Okay, you're gonna moisturize those areas with this. Some women suffer from dryness, and let's say you're suffering from dryness and you never used the pearl, but you need something to keep you moist. Okay, if you're going through that spell in life where you're having some dryness and you decide you don't want to do the pearls, moisturize yourself with something, because this still has the same agent in it as the pearl. Heal. So you want to make sure you get that. We're closing out of this salve right here. We're closing out of this size, okay? A lot of you are going to the site and you're buying 1 pearl. If you know what I know, then you know that 1 pearl is not going to do but so much for you. But we implemented the 1 pearl. The kits are on sale right now. If you go to the site, we actually dropped the 10 pearl kits to $100. Because they're regular $130. So we actually dropped them to $100. And the good thing is that if you go and get the 10 pearl kit, you're gonna get the 8 ounce. Okay, you're gonna get the large salve. There's something else that you're gonna get with it, and I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. But we're closing out of the 1 pearl kits. So if you only went to the site to get that 1 pearl kit, and right now I believe the 1 pearl kit is $21. It was regular $30. It's $21. Once we close out of the 1 pearl kits, we won't have them anymore. We're discontinuing that. If you choose to come to the site and only buy 1 pearl, then you would just go to the pearls tab and buy 1 pearl. But if you wanted to actually do a more realistic cleanse, actually do something for yourself, then you would want to either do 3, 6, 10, or better. So we're closing out, and with us closing out, we wouldn't have this salve. We wouldn't have the soap or the honey that would normally come with the 1 pearl kit. Now let's say you still want to get the small salve, or you still want to get the small soap. Fantastic. You would go under the Womb Healing Collection and you would purchase it that way. And with the Womb Healing Collection, you would purchase several different, several symptoms of the salve and the soap and the honey. So you would get 9 soaps or 9 salves or 9 honeys in that particular size, because like I said, we're closing out of the kit in that size. So here's a salve that we're closing out. So if you go to the starter kits or the 1 pearl kit, it only comes with 1 pearl in it. That's for 1 cleanse. This is the salve that you would normally get. This is the soap that you would normally get. You would get this size honey. We're definitely closing out of these as well. But then this is the honey that we're truly closing out of. So we're closing out of these, okay? You're going to get more, and you have to get more. Because if you are one of the people such as myself who never had Obamacare and the new healthcare bill that more than likely will pass the Senate, healthcare doesn't affect you. Having a healthcare insurance is not of great concern, okay? I haven't had health insurance for several years, and I just paid the penalty to the IRS because I don't practice Western medicine, right? If my children, if Shanjari was to go out here and break her ankle, this will be her 3rd time breaking it, okay? Guess what? We're going to take her to the emergency room because that's an emergency, and I'm going to front the bill. That's it. It's just that simple. So we're phasing out of that. If you still wanted to get the small soap, you can. You can still get this under the collection. You can get this for every symptom under the collection, okay? And the good thing about it, and why we're still keeping it but not putting in the kit, is because if you're going on travel, or you have somebody that's special, like your mom or something, and you just want to get them something nice, a collection of something, then you can get them in the collection of the healing bars. Okay, so this is the healing bar. That's a small one, right? It'll say healing petals, because this comes in the heart and it also comes in the petal shape, which is the flower petal. So you can do that. Yes, ma'am. So you can do that. So you want to do that. And what do you mean? You're asking questions, but then you have a brochure and a calendar. So I don't know. I don't know if you read it or not. Plus asking questions, but you know, you're gonna have to. This, sweetheart. This our feed isn't for that. So I'll try to cover as much as I can and take a glance at you. But we're going over what actually comes in the kit. So guess what? You go ahead and listen in, because I'm going over what comes in the kit. It comes to my attention that a lot of people get the calendar and the brochure, and you call me because you didn't read the brochure. And guess what? Most black people not being able to read, I'm not going to be mad at you for that. Okay, that's not your fault. I'm not going to blame you. Even if you went all the way through high school, I'm pretty sure all your teachers passed you knowing that you couldn't read. I'm not mad at you for that. If they never brought us here and institute slavery, we would be in our own place still. My ancestors be reading hieroglyphs, okay? But that's not the case. And if slavery never ended, you still wouldn't know how to read. And because slavery ended, they still didn't want you to read. That's why they said, let's put everything in the book and we're going to keep them miseducated. And guess what? Today you're getting the brochure and you're not reading. Fantastic. I'm going to go over this for you. So just make sure you listen, okay? Make sure you tune in, okay? Because it's important. Because if I'm talking to everybody, you're not, sweetheart, you're not the only one. If you're not understanding this and you're not getting this through, it's going to be hard for you to have a successful cleanse. And I want you to have a successful cleanse. So I'll do all the reading for you. We do videos, we do tutorials, because you have to understand this. You got to get this right. You know what I'm saying? I thank God that a lot of things come in instructions and y'all do read it. But this one is very, very important. You have to read this. I'm going to try to, Miss Williams, because they're saying that they got the brochure and the calendar and she still doesn't know what to do. And it happens all the time. I get this. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Okay? I get it. Sometimes things are confusing. I'm still trying to learn how to go live. This is what comes in your kit, though. You either get these are the salves. We're phasing out of this one, and then we're keeping the 8-ounce salve, which is your womb healing salve. It's basically a moisturizer. So you're gonna get that. You're either going to get this one or you're going to get the 2-ounce, okay? So you just want to keep that in mind, because we're phasing out of the 1 pearl kits, right? So now let's go to the soaps, which is also called the womb healing bar. Sometimes you can go to the store to buy a bar of soap. So let's go over the bars. So these bars come in 3 different sizes, right? And one size, of course, will no longer be offered in the 1 pearl kit because we are doing away with it, but we're still going to go over the soaps, right? With the womb healing bars, it's a vaginal bar. When you start your cleanse, you shave thoroughly, you're going to use this particular bar of soap to cleanse yourself. Let's say you have some other soaps in your house, like let's say you'll have Dove soap, okay? Or I don't even know what kind of soaps people really use, okay? But when you're doing your cleanse, you just go ahead and push those to the side. Even if you're using like African black soap, go ahead and put all that to the side, sweetheart. We need you to use a soap that is part of your collection or part of your kit that's going to help you with healing the vagina and the womb during this cleansing process. This is a healing bar, okay? And this is I'll tell you which blend this is. This is for fertility. This is a fertility healing bar. And this is a traditional healing bar, right? So you have 1, 2, and this is my multiple symptoms. So you have different bars, right? Every bar is different. It has a different blend to it depending on what your symptom is. If you go to the website and let's say you click on the 10 pearl kit, you're going to see this soap on there. You're going to see this big image. And it's pretty much going to go across the board for all the symptoms. But there's not just one soap. There's a soap per symptom. And this is the large bar. This is the bar that comes with your 10 pearl kit. So if you purchase 10 pearls, you're going to get the large soap. Remember? You're going to get this large soap. Up until last month, you were purchasing 10 pearls and you were getting the medium soap. And women were saying, hey, Ivy, my soap has already ran out. It's running out. I don't want you to have to call me and tell me that, because you're in the process of doing your cleanse and you don't want to have to take a break during your cleanse and you don't want to run out of soap during your cleanse, okay? Now granted, I could still go ahead and ship it to you, but the time that it takes for me to actually ship it to you, you're down, right? Oh, who follows nails? Yeah, I had to fix the pink one. You're down. So you're going to get this, okay? For 10 cleanses, you're going to Sasquatch that thing. You're going to wash her up good, okay? Your 6 pearl kit and your 3 pearl kit will still come with this size soap, okay? So for the 10 pearl kit, you're going to get the large soap, you're going to get the large salve, okay? And you're going to get the large honey. This is your honey. Thank you, Miss Gypsy. This is your honey, right? Now, all of this comes with the large, because you know what women were telling me? Let me tell you what women were telling me. And I appreciate it when you give me good feedback, because guess what? I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? When I first started this business, all I had was a pearl. I had a pearl and a dream, okay? This is what I was giving you, ladies, all right? I wasn't giving you Big Papa, all right? I was giving you Baby Bear, okay? So women were like, well, Ivy, you know, I'm on my 3rd or 4th cleanse and I don't have any more honey. I'm like, dang. I said, I mean, like, I thought you women were just like taking it to the head. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang, y'all run out of honey? No, guess what? Let me show you my honey. And I'm drinking the clearance honey, because the men's collection is all on clearance. So who's using the men's products? Ivy is. This is the men's honey, okay? And I put this in my coffee all the time. I love coffee. So yeah, so I put this in here, okay? This is what I use, and guess what? I know how fast it is to go through the honey. I know how fast it is. And when I realized how fast it was, I said, dang, ain't no way in the world she gonna do a 10 pearl cleanse with this. It's not gonna happen. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta take it to the head. Some of y'all say y'all don't like coffee or tea. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, and the tea does come with the 10 pearl kit. But some of y'all say y'all don't like coffee or tea, so I'm like, just go ahead and sip on it, you know? So we upgraded. I did this because I want to make sure you have enough. I don't want you to feel like, you know what, I'll be charging all these prices for her kits and then you only get nothing in the box. No, sweetheart. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to be good to you. So when you get the 10 pearl kit, this is 8 ounces of honey, all right? And this is the endometriosis honey. And I brought more than one out because all the honeys are different, just like the soaps and the salves. It's based off of your symptom. So there's no one honey fits all. There's no one salve fits all, right? So this is an endometriosis honey. So you're going to get this. You're going to get that nice size soap. She done ran out of tea bags. And you're going to get this nice size salve. You're going to get enough, okay, for your 10 cleanses, right? That comes with your 10 cleanse kit. Your soap, once you've shaven thoroughly, you're going to wash from the vagina up with this. You wash your vagina. You can wash your butt, your anal area, perineal area, between the vagina and your butt. All of that. Underneath your arms, your breasts, your neck, your face. You're washing with this soap. Okay? You're going to lather up with this soap. If you want to use it all over your body, that's fine. But just keep in mind that it's truly designed to help you heal. And we want to affect the fatty tissues with this soap. And if you accidentally get some in your mouth, it's okay. This isn't a nasty soap, right? Our soaps are pretty sweet. All of them, right? So you're going to wash thoroughly with this soap from vagina up. Thank you, Miss Jackson. I appreciate the people who stick with Ivy, even though y'all know I got diagnosed with being bipolar almost a damn decade ago. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I'm bipolar. I got a little patience, you know, and I'm trying to get y'all with the program. But I love you dearly. Trust me. Swear to my God. Okay? So you're going to wash really good. Once you wash, then guess what? Guess what you're going to do, ladies? You're going to get out the shower, dry off real good. Like really dry your skin, dry the vagina, get between your lips, like dry out. You got to get between your lips anyway because you was just Sasquatching up there between the lips. Get her good, right? You're going to massage this into the yoni or into your vagina. Rub it in good. A lot of us have outbreaks, you know, or let's say a lot of us, I don't know, you could have cut yourself down there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing your cleanse, but because you had so much trauma, a lot of, or when you do get wet, you'll be wet for a minute and then you go dry. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Moisturize with this. Even if you're about to have sex, you know, go ahead and moisturize. This is what you want to use. Yes, ma'am, it's for every day. You want to moisturize yourself. So you're going to moisturize the vagina. If you have PCOS, anything of that nature, you know you're going to rub it all around your neck. You can rub it on your face, underneath your arms. A lot of us have boils. Ever since we were little kids, we've had boils on our vagina. And sometimes now we're having them underneath our arms and we have them underneath our breasts. You're going to put it there as well. You're going to use this. You're going to put it in, get it in. And right now, a lot of it's on clearance. We put the pelvic inflammatory disease on clearance. We put the menopause and the libido on clearance. And so guess what? Nothing I make is designed to hurt you. So anything that I have, it's going to always be good for you to use, okay? So you're gonna moisturize with this. Then you're going to go ahead and use your pearl. That's when you use your pearl. Let's say during your first 72 hours with the pearl in, you start discharging. Continue to wash with the soap. Continue to moisturize with the salve, especially the women who have the virus. If you have the virus, if you have the herpes simplex virus, if you have genital warts, if you have genital blisters, if you have genital lesions, you're going to get them even more once you do the cleanse, because it's going to wake your system up. It's going to wake her up even more and cause her to expel waste. And the way that the vagina expels the virus is through an outbreak. That's your immune system's way of causing your vagina to respond to an unwanted pathogen in the body. All right? So you're going to get an outbreak. You want the outbreak. You want your body to say, this doesn't belong, I'm pushing it out. Okay, a lot of us are taking Valtrax and other drugs to stop the outbreak. That means you're telling your body to hold on to the waste, hold on to the virus. We don't want her to hold it. We want her to get rid of it. So when you're doing this cleanse, you're going to have an outbreak. And I always tell my clients, you're going to have an outbreak when you start doing this cleanse. You may have it while the pearls are in, or have it when the pearls come out. Usually women with the virus who are not taking medication, you get your outbreak when you're about to have your period, because guess what? The period is a sign that your body is about to expel something that it no longer needs, which is the lining of the uterus, right? So that's usually when we get the outbreaks. However, you're going to get them even more so when you start doing your cleanse. When you're getting these outbreaks, you have to keep using your soap. You still got to wash up. You still got to moisturize with the salve. You have to do that, okay? Every day, all the time, okay? Your honey, if you get the, yes ma'am, I just think I'm just different. That's all. They say I was bipolar, but guess what? Social Security, the judge ain't say I was bipolar, okay? So yeah, in their face. So listen, and I'm glad too, because they would have put me on a serious limits, okay? So the honey, you get this honey when you get the 10 pearl kit, right? You also get a tea with the 10 pearl kit. And we put tea bags in there. And I'm going to tell y'all, when y'all use those tea bags, use that tea, you can brew that tea more than one time. And I brew my tea like the Asians taught me to brew it. I brew it till the water goes white or clear. When the water goes clear, that tea ain't no good no more, baby. Okay? But you'll get your tea with it. The tea is also symptom based. So if you get a fibroid kit, and you just a fibroid kit, you didn't blend it yourself, we're going to give you the fibroid tea. You're going to brew that tea, and then you're going to add your honey to it, and you're going to drink it. You're going to do that basically every day, or you're going to do it till this honey runs out. And a lot of women can't do the tea every day. Or you may say, Abby, I don't really like the tea, I'm just going to put it in my coffee. Do you? The goal is to get this honey down. Why do you want to get the honey down? I love you too, Kiana. I appreciate it. Hey, Miss Angela. Oh, yeah, I remember your package, love. I had to send you 2 packages because your first box was full, and then the second box I had to whip up something special for you. Thank you, Miss Lady. This is important. This is important. Why is this important? Because if you've taken any drugs in your life, any drugs, it didn't have to be drugs for having an STD, okay? It didn't have to be drugs for birth control. It's any drugs that you have taken, any form of Western medicine. All Western medicine is chemical based. Despite the herbs that I put in my products, they're going to take these same herbs and put a chemical to it. So it induces the wrong behaviors within your bodily function. That's what you don't want. Anyhow, you've taken any type of Western based anything, you got to get this honey in your system, okay? If you have the virus, if you have hepatitis B, if you have PCOS, if you've taken birth control, if you ever had the IUD, anything like that, that's what this honey is for. That's right, Miss Dunn. You tell them. That sometimes Ivy is talking and sometimes Sajarius just busts through. You know what I'm saying? And she go hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Look, she tickling my brain right now. So, okay, mama. So, look, that's what you need this for. What does the honey do? Let me tell you what the honey would do for you. Let me tell you, let's say you do have PCOS, and you know right now we have the class on the website. If you purchase a PCOS kit, you get to take the class for free, okay? Because I need you to understand why you have PCOS. PCOS comes from different proteins being activated in our body, and a lot of times those proteins become activated because of the drugs that we've taken, and oftentimes the drug that we take is metformin, or we take birth control, or our mom took birth control, or our grandmother took birth control, or our great-grandmother took birth control, because when they decided to end slavery, they had to figure out some way for us to stop having these babies since they wasn't going to be able to profit off of us, right? But now they're going to profit off your womb with the drugs. So you've been taking birth control, okay? You've taken some birth control, and now you have PCOS. When you take any type of chemical-induced product, whether it's drugs or food or anything, your recycle bins hold on to that. Your recycle bin was not designed to ever induce a chemical or to bring a chemical into its system. Therefore, the recycle bins isn't naturally programmed to say, you know what, this is a chemical, it doesn't belong here, let me get rid of it. Therefore, your recycle bins will hold the chemical. When your mama got pregnant with you, because a lot of women were never on birth control, but she has PCOS. When your mama got pregnant with you, I guarantee you that your mama was on birth control at one point in her life. Otherwise, your mama had PCOS in her from her mother. Okay? So, but when your mom was pregnant with you, everything that was already sitting in her recycle bins, which are the bins like your liver, your kidney, your bladder, okay, your spleen, they all filtrate blood. This is the filtration system for the blood, and then it runs back to the heart for some extra oxygen, and then it goes back into full force. It's working again. This is your filtration system. When the blood goes through that filtration system and it's chemically based, the filtration system holds on to the chemical, but it releases the blood back into the system. When your mom was pregnant, all of her organs did one thing and one thing only. That was help create you. While it was creating you, it created you with something that you truly did not need. It created you with a chemical. And so now you were born with PCOS. You 12 years old and you just starting your period, and your period is whacked out. You don't know why it's bad. Of course you don't know. You're only 12. You tell your mama, she take you to the doctor, and what does the doctor do? He gonna take that PCOS off a hybrid stage, and now you about to get full-blown PCOS at 12 years old. Because your doctor's going to give you birth control, and he's going to tell your mama, we're going to put your daughter on birth control so her periods won't be so bad. No, don't put your child on birth control because her periods are bad. Put your child on something that's going to help her regulate her cycle better and stop her from having such bad abnormal periods. I mean, when you take your daughter to the doctor because she's having bad periods, you should be asking your doctor, why is she having these bad periods? Hopefully your doctor won't say, well, it's normal, sometimes it happens. Because that's not normal, okay? So that's what the honey is for. We want to cleanse your recycle bins. We have to get the chemical out your recycle bins. If you don't get the chemical out your recycle bins, you're going to live with it. Not only will you live with this chemical, some women who have PCOS can still have a baby. You know why? Because even though they said you had a few cysts, it's only a few, which means your ovaries are still good and functioning, you're still ovulating, and you're still dropping eggs. And because you're ovulating and you're still dropping eggs, you can still get pregnant. But because you're ovulating and still dropping eggs and you get pregnant, God forbid you have a little girl because you just gave your daughter PCOS. You're going to give it to her. And the average girl with PCOS does not get to grow up and have a child. Most little girls who have PCOS do not have babies ever, okay? Because they truly have PCOS. That means all of their cells, all of the functioning properties of the ovaries are malfunctioned. They're no good. That means that you have so many abnormal cysts on your ovaries that every egg that drops, if it drops, will never fertilize. It's no good. It's like you just dropping dead babies. Your eggs are done. That's what you don't want, okay? So if you already have PCOS, or let's say you only had 2 or 3 cysts, okay? Because some of us will have 1 cyst to rupture, right? Let's say you only have 1 abnormal cyst on your ovary. That is a warning sign That is a warning sign that your ovaries have chemicals in them. It's chemical already. So what you got to do is you got to get the PCOS kit. You go to the kite, you go, goddamn. You go to the site and you get your PCOS kit. If you have PCOS, then you need to go and get a PCOS kit. If your doctor tells you, you know what? You have a cyst. You need to get a PCOS kit. Okay? If you don't really know about cysts on your ovaries, you need to Google as much as you can. Okay? Google it. Okay? Like, I don't know, if you can't read, like, Google it on audio. Okay? If you do not heal yourself and you decide to bring children into this world, all you're breeding, all you're giving birth to is death. That's it. Because God forbid you have a daughter and she can't have no babies. Okay? That's what you don't want. And best believe that Western medicine and the brilliant white coats who developed it have no intentions of constantly seeing you in certain places for an extended period of time. So keep that in mind, okay? That's why I feel bad about the people who were mad that Hillary didn't get voted in for president. She loves Margaret Sanger. Okay? That's what you don't want. So that's why we make the honey. The honey is to detox your recycle bins, okay? Your organs help you to live too, right? This is your filtration system. This is like if you vacuum your house and you're always vacuuming your house, but you never clean a filter out on your vacuum. You can't cleanse your carpet thoroughly anymore if your vacuum filter is filled. It's just holding dirt. So you have to get the honey in your system. You do this honey every single day. I drink this honey every single day, okay? I drink all the honey. When I'm in my kitchen batching up, if the honey spill, I'll be getting that honey, all right? We have the men's honey on clearance because I really don't specialize in men's health and men. I tried it, so I was just like experimenting pretty much, and men were sending me pictures of ejaculation, and I was just like okay, because I don't even know, I don't know. So I was just like, I don't know, okay? So Abby can't do the men's collection. So that's on clearance. So you can go and hook your partner up. But in the meantime, I drink it. So that's what the honey is for. So you want to make sure you do the honey. These are the two main size honeys. Let me see, is this the 8 ounce? Oh, this is the 12 ounce, right? So there's 1, 2, and 3, right? So if you get the right now, if you get the 3 pearl or the 6 pearl kit, this is the size honey that you're getting. And then eventually we're going to phase out and only put this with the 3 pearl kit and use this with the 6 pearl kit. Okay. Hey, ooh la la. Also, this is the 12 ounce. So if some of you, you can just go ahead and get the 12 ounce. You can go under the Womb Healing Collection, or you can go to the Johnny Angel Mariah website and purchase all the stuff you want. And you know that the Johnny Angel Mariah website is always free shipping, but that's our bulk of everything, like everything that we make, as far as soaps, salves, and honeys, is on the Johnny Angel Mariah website. Okay, because we're going to be phasing out of these. Some of you were getting these in your kit, all right, because you only bought 1 pearl, so I mean this was enough honey for 1 pearl, right? But we're phasing out of these. Okay, we're going to phase out. It's a lot of work for me to fill these, all right? And I was filling a lot of them, okay? So definitely keep this in mind. This is basically what today's feed was about. Also, because you get the tea when you're doing the 10 pearl kit, we just started. We were just able to get our hands on this, and they put me on there. God bless them. But basically, this is just the surgical water. So this is the water that surgeons use when you're about to go into surgery, and it's basically a filtration water, and it's going to run through all of your organs immediately. Okay, so when you're doing the 10 pearl kit, right now we're putting this in a 10 pearl kit. We're going to work towards putting it in the 6 pearl kit. Okay, but for right now it is in a 10 pearl kit. Once you open this water, you have to drink it immediately. You can't take the top off and just like sip it and then sit it out because of the air, right? So you drink this immediately. That's why it's really only in the hospital. So you want to be able to definitely, if you can, 10 pearl kit. I put the 10 pearl kit on sale for $100. If you don't have $100, that's fine. Just say, Ivy, I'm trying to get this kit and I don't have all the money. Just tell me, okay? Because the site is the site. It's standard. Most of you know me personally because you've either spoken to me at some point or you just watched all my videos, so you feel like you know me and that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about 2 Chainz. So all you got to do is say, Ivy, I'm trying to get this, and sweetheart, I don't have all the money. And I will send you a link and you can pay it and I'm going to ship it out. Okay? So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, now I can look and see everything. Yeah, I be crying. I cry all the freaking time. I cry about everything. But yeah, that's basically it. That's your kits, right? So we went over the soap, we went over the salve, we went over the honey. You pretty much know that you're going to brew that tea and add your honey to it. That's pretty much it. I will let y'all know though, because you guys are so sweet. A lot of people come to the site and they'll say, they'll inbox me and they'll say something about my pearls. So I really can't tell everybody what's in my pearls, right? I can't tell you. You just gonna drink this and get it over with. Just drink this and get it over. Hey Ursula Douglas, hey mama, drink this and get it over with. Just that one. Yes ma'am. If you want some more, we have them, but it's just this one because we just started, so we can't inundate you just yet. I can't tell you what's like everything that's in my pearl. And I want to also let you know. Oh, he want to know what the pearl look like. Y'all about to have to whip this sucker out. I can't tell you that. Me telling you that is like McDonald's telling you what's in their sauce or something. Like I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is what's actually put on my trademark, which is like a basis. I can't tell you anything else. Okay. We're doing this because we want to help as many women as possible. And granted, I didn't create the product. No ma'am, I didn't. I discovered it like Christopher Columbus discovered America. I discovered it, and once I discovered it, I put a patent on it. I changed it. That's what I did. I modified it, and I figured out ways that's going to help women of color, because everybody else taken care of. Everybody else, we're good, okay? But when they ended slavery and caused your ancestors to have to get on birth control just so they can get welfare, and they couldn't read, they just knew they had to feed their babies because the average black man was killed during slavery. Guess what? She had to go ahead and get on welfare. She did what she had to do to make sure that she took care of her children. Okay? And with that being said, she got a chemical put into her body. Somebody came up with this brilliant chemical around the end of slavery. Somebody developed this brilliant chemical to stop you from being able to produce babies. And best believe that when they came up with this brilliant chemical, the white woman wasn't taking it. Okay? She wasn't getting on birth control. She wanted to have babies by her white man. She was tired of seeing her white man sleep with the black woman and bring home these colored babies. Okay? So I put myself in a position where I just don't want y'all to have to rely on Western medicine. If you feel like Western medicine is for you, then you go ahead and do it. But Western medicine should be for the Western people. You don't want to put these chemicals into your body, and that's what a lot of us are doing. And I used to do it too. When I tested positive, I didn't test positive for chlamydia. When I tested positive for chlamydia, I was goddamn 14. I was 14. And I didn't even know I had chlamydia. I didn't even know I had an STD. I didn't even know anything about STDs anyway. I didn't know nothing. I didn't have no idea. My sister, I was in the bathroom talking to her one day while she was cleaning out the tub, and I was like, Maxine, I'm gaining weight, girl, and no matter how much I work out, I can't lose it. And I pulled my shirt up to show her how big I was getting. Like, I was like, look at this goddamn weight I'm gaining. And she said, Ivy, no, you're pregnant. And I said, no, I ain't pregnant, girl. I'm just gaining weight. She said, no, Ivy, you pregnant, girl. I was 14 years old, okay? I was 14 years old, and I was having unprotected sex. I didn't even know the importance of safe sex. Let alone, I didn't want to tell a guy to put on a condom because I didn't want him to feel some type of way, okay? So I went to the clinic, tested positive for my baby, and tested positive for chlamydia. That's how I knew I had an STD. Me having discharge or having a smell, I told y'all a long time ago, like, I was raised with a smell. I was used to stinking. So I didn't know, okay? But I took the drugs, okay? I took the drugs for having chlamydia. I took the drugs for having gonorrhea. I didn't have my share of STDs, right? That's why now I'm so damn scared to sleep with people now. Hell no. I just be scared. I'm just goddamn scared. So I took the drugs. But guess what? Even though I took the drugs and it got rid of the disease, you know, thank God there's a drug out here that can cure a disease, you know, and thank God that once this disease was put into implementation, there was a drug that immediately ensued to combat it. We thank God for that. The dead cells are still in my body, okay? It killed it, but it's still in my body. That's like saying you just brushed your teeth and now you got all the plaque and tartar out of your mouth, but you didn't rinse your mouth. You didn't get rid of it. You just brushed them. So even though the drugs got rid of the disease, it didn't get rid of the waste that it produced in my body. It didn't get rid of the dead cells that STD destroyed in my womb and inside my vagina. Okay? That's why you get the STD kit. You don't have to get the STD kit because you just tested positive for STD. You get the STD kit because in the past you had an STD. And the remnants of that STD is still sitting inside of you. That's why you get it. If you don't get these kits, guess what? That's how you end up with fibroids. That's how you're getting them. Because you got all that waste sitting in your womb and you ain't getting rid of it. And you know your womb not designed, just like our organs were not designed to take in chemicals. Your womb is not designed to just take in waste. She's only designed to remove the waste, technically, which she wasn't able to develop into a baby. The lining of the uterus and your unfertilized egg. That's it. 2 items. That's it. Your womb got about 18 items up in there. You know what she gonna do? She gonna ignore all them other ones because she don't know what they are because she's not designed for that. It's just it's obsolete to her. She just has no clue. So she just gonna leave it alone. That's just like when you go grocery shopping and you see all that food on the shelf and you be like, I don't even know what the hell that's for. I don't even know why people eat that shit. What? Half of it I can't even pronounce. Guess what you gonna do? You gonna go get what you came to get. And the rest of that food gonna stay up in there. Okay? Your womb only knows to discharge 2 things. An unfertilized egg and the lining of your uterus. So if there's other stuff in there, she's gonna leave it. And because she leaves it, the other brain of your womb says, well, guess what? This stuff in here, I might as well take care of it. I mean, because I'm designed to take care of babies. You know, I take care of life. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And so because it's up here, and I mean, hell, it ain't going away, I'm going to take care of it. So now you got a fibroid. And she started out real small, and now your fibroid is big as a baby. But guess what? Your womb, the smart side of your brain, she knows that this ain't no real baby. I'm not going to have this fibroid for 9 months and then push it out and go into labor. That's not going to happen. No, because truly it doesn't belong here. So you know what I'm going to keep doing? I'm going to keep shedding the lining of my uterus and keep shedding this egg. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. So the other side of your womb, well, guess what? This fibroid is down here and we're going to take care of it. We got to keep her. We're going to take care. She's getting big. She's getting so healthy. She's so full of shit. Everything that I don't need in my body, that's sitting in my fibroid. It's a mass of waste. Or it's a tumor. It's just sitting there. It's just waste. You ain't never go to your doctor under the knife and they take the fibroid out and they open it and they say, wow, look at all these beautiful things inside your body that your womb was holding on to. Not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It is a ball of waste. It's a ball of dirt. That's all it is. Dirt that your body has been sitting on because she is not designed to discharge it, because she was never designed to get it. Because you were never designed to take on chemicals. You were never designed to catch STDs. This is not a part of life. What we deal with as women, as black women, this is not a part of your life. So don't make it a part of your lifestyle. Like, get rid of it. You don't want this. And once you get rid of it, you still do your cleanses because you never want to introduce anything to your system again. You never ever want it in there ever again. So you have to get rid of it. That's why we have to do the cleanse. If y'all not doing the cleanse, then you know what? To God be the glory, and you know, may God have mercy on the man at home, because everything that's coming out your pussy that you see on my site, that's what you giving him. That's what you giving him. And granted, for all these years, guys must like the flavor. Okay? But let me go get the pearl. Okay? Give me 1 second. This is Ivy's pearl. This is it. Tell them about the multiple symptoms kit. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is a pearl. I'm gonna open it, but Ivy gonna have to use it. I use mine. Man, I don't have no shame in my game. This your pearl when you get it. Unravel the stump. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna say God bless y'all ladies, because it took a lot of us 3 years to figure out that you only pull the string. I actually had women. I had women do all kinds of things. Thank God. You just unravel the string, and you got to get this to your cervix. If you don't get this to your cervix and you only get it just in the vagina itself, all you really pretty much going to do is cleanse the vagina. We want you to reach your cervix with this. And I want you to keep something in mind, because I know I get a lot of, as of lately, I'm getting a lot of Caucasian women or white women on my website, you know, on my channel, and some of them been calling my phone. And you know, I'm a racist when it comes to the longevity and the success of the black woman, of African tradition or of the African culture. That's important, because it was stolen from us, and since we've been in America, we ain't learned a damn thing about it. We got to go out and figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Because the other cultures who are here never told us anything, and they still won't. However, I'm getting a lot of them on here, and so just so you know, we appreciate the fact that somebody was telling us about early detection for breast cancer. We appreciate the fact that somebody told us that we should lay on our backs and feel around the edges of our breasts for lumps. We appreciate that. We appreciate the fact that they told us that, and now guess what? We don't have to get our breasts cut off. We appreciate that. I'm sorry, Angelina Jolie, you went and got yours cut off just to be on the safe side because you was just scared as hell. Okay? We appreciate that. But I want you women to learn how to feel your cervix. Okay? Feel your cervix for lumps. Learn how to feel your cervix. If you like me, I don't have health insurance, and I don't need no woman sticking her finger in me. As much as I put my pearl in, and as much as I've had sex in the past, and as much as I've had a man put his finger inside my vagina, when I go to see an OBGYN, I do not like her putting her fingers inside of me. I just don't. I just don't like the process. You know, sometimes she might try to make conversation while she down there. It really ain't got nothing to discuss, ma'am. And I don't need it. But all she gonna do is what I'm showing you how to do. Okay? This is it. Okay? Let her go spend 10 years to figure out how to finger me. Okay? You gonna learn this in like 3 minutes. Okay? You gotta feel your cervix. You have to know where your cervix is. If you got a man and he packing more than 6 inches, if he packing more than 6 inches, or if you like to put your knees to your elbow, he hitting your cervix. Okay? If you creaming on your man, trust me, he hitting your cervix. And if you creaming on your man, don't tell him that you don't lie to your man. Just let him know you got some work you trying to take care of. You need to go ahead and detox. But he hitting your cervix. Your cervix is round. It's round. It's round with a little hole in the middle. Granted, that hole should never be open. That hole should be very, very tight. Ain't nothing going in that hole. When people get toxic shock syndrome from a tampon, that's because some dingnut part of her brain forced the tampon into her cervix. Your cervix only dilates when you're having a baby, and it partially dilates when you're having your period. Okay? That's how it comes sometimes when you're having your period and you ain't that pad, you got clots coming out, or you got chunks coming out. She opening for that, but then she closes back up. Okay, so good morning, Unbreakable. So you want to keep that in mind. Your cervix should be tight. She should always be tight, but it's round like a donut. It's circle, it's round like a donut. When you put your finger up there, it's round like a donut. You want to take your 2 fingers and you want to go around the donut. That's the only thing this woman doing for you. That's all she gonna do. When you go around your cervix in the donut circular motion, she should be nice, smooth, and moist. That's it. If you go around your cervix and you feel a lump on your cervix, the doctor, when she feel it, she about to go in there and cut you. She's going to say, you know what? We need to do a biopsy. We about to do all kinds of stuff. Keep in mind, okay, because you don't want nothing Western, okay? You don't want nothing Western. Don't growl, Zan. You don't want nothing Western. And you do not want her telling you what she think is best for your vagina, okay? Your cervix is like a balloon. The end of a balloon. When you blow up a balloon and you tie that knot at the end, that knot is your cervix. Now suppose you got this balloon in your hand and a knot at the end, and I mean you having a good time with your balloon, you know what I'm saying? You know, it got helium in it. So you got a floater in your hands. Over time, throughout the day, somebody keep coming to you saying, you know what, you got a cute balloon, but you know what? Let me cut a little piece off at the bottom. Let me cut another little piece off. Eventually, your balloon gonna pop. Because the closing, the knot, has been messed with and tampered with and cut on so much that it has no choice but to pop. It can no longer hold the helium in the balloon. If you have an abnormal PAX and you have a growth on your cervix and she's saying, let me freeze it and cut it off, eventually your cervix will not be any good. So now when you get pregnant, guess what? You dropping your baby. Because the end of the balloon or the closing of the womb is no longer strong. That the muscles are gone. If you feel your cervix, if you're feeling your cervix and you feel a lump, you better go detox. You better detox. If you wake up tomorrow and you got a pimple on your forehead, you are not going to go in your bathroom and get your razor and cut it off. You're not going to cut it off. If you get a bump underneath your arm, you're not going to cut it off. If you get a bump on your leg, you're not going to cut it off. Matter of fact, we got so much stuff sticking out of our skin, I got a damn mole. I'm not going to cut it off. When your body pushes something out on your skin, like when you get an outbreak, that is your body's way of saying, hey, something doesn't belong here. I want to get rid of it. When you get a pimple on your face, your mom always said, don't you pick that pimple. Don't pick it. Your body's going to dispose of it naturally and it's going to dry out and go away. And guess what? Your skin is clear again. Right? Right? Think about this, people, because this is buffoonery. This is coonery buffoonery. I'm trying to be better than some people. I'm trying to stop cursing, okay? This is coonery buffoonery. That's what it is. And if y'all know General Cyber Student Study with the Black Power Cartel, you know what I'm talking about. Because what the people do is tell you that you got something abnormal on your cervix. She goes in and she cuts it. And then you come back. You must have, some of y'all have some hellified good health insurance because they really digging you down. You come back and she says, oh, you know what? It was nothing. It was nothing. But guess what? We want you to come back in 6 months. We want to check you again. You keep having these people cutting on your cervix. Eventually you won't have no cervix. This is what you do. When you feeling your cervix and you one of those women who I'm talking about, feel all them dents in your cervix. Feel all the places where they've been cutting on you. Because that's where you no longer have a cervix. Okay? That's what you want to keep in mind. Okay? Don't forget that. My little I'm gonna come back. Make sure they didn't sometimes people who own stuff be friends with people who own stuff and they'll shut you down. And guess what? I know I'm not gonna live forever. That's why my business is named after my 3 kids. Because my grandkids, my great-grandkids, and everybody else who know Ivy or knew them gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. It is, to God be the glory, and I'll be doing ancestral warfare because a lot of y'all got something coming to you, right? Good stuff, only the good stuff. You got good stuff coming to you. So you want to keep that in mind because they're going to keep cutting on your cervix. Now you having fertility issues and you miscarrying. Your cervix ain't no good. A lot of y'all done had multiple abortions. Your cervix is only designed to open from the inside. Only from the inside, she's designed to open. But if somebody keeps opening it from the outside, every time they open it, they stretching out the muscles. They are stretching out your muscles without consent. Which means your cervix had no idea that she was about to be ripped open. And now, you had the procedure, you had the abortion done, and now your cervix has to close back up and try to be normal again. And her muscles are still weak. She has muscle tissue damage. That's what she has. Just like somebody playing basketball. The muscles are weak and they have to heal. Okay? But now when you had another abortion and it opened again, right? And now your cervix is going to try to close. Now she has even more extensive muscle tissue damage and she closes, but she's weak. And you do it again. Guess what? When you doing your cleanse, when you come to me and you one of the women, I'm going to give a fertility kit. If you had terminations, miscarriages, abortions, anything like that, cesarean sections, anything like that, fetal trauma, you're going to get a fertility kit. When you feel your cervix, the hole in your cervix might be a little open, just a little bit, or she might be mushy. She might be mushy to the touch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more prevalent. It's a little bit more defined than a normal cervix because you already have so much trauma and you have muscle damage. Okay? A lot of women come to me, y'all done had so many abortions. Y'all be having these back to back. I only had one. And after I had that one, I said, God knows I'll never get on that damn table again. Ain't no damn way in the world. I only did it because my mama told me she did it. So I figured, hell, that's a part of life. The stuff that we do is not a part of life. What goes on in our life from everything within America is not part of the black woman's life. Okay? My kids know. My two daughters, Sean Johnny and Johnny Angel, they know their mom had an abortion. I aborted twins. I aborted two little girls. And granted, God gave them back to me. My daughters do not know my story because they're going to grow up and do the same thing. No, because life is precious. Life is very precious. And if God keep putting something in your life, who are you to take it from him? Who are you? If our ancestors aren't reincarnated and brought to fruition, God knows how long we're going to be lost as a people. So who are you to keep destroying your life when you don't know what that baby's plan is? You don't know what God has for that child. You don't know what the dream is for that child. It ain't about your dream no more. You give up your dream when you open your legs. You got to think about that baby. So anyway, y'all having multiple abortions. You've had so many abortions and now you in this relationship with this guy and he's the one and y'all about to make it work and you getting married and guess what? Last time you got pregnant, you miscarried. You drop your baby. You drop your baby. If y'all on my Instagram, y'all see the baby on my page. You dropped your baby. And that baby that you see on my page, she dropped this baby almost a year ago. She dropped this baby. Well, it's been almost 2 years now. She dropped that baby. I worked for her for a very, very long time. This month I'll be in DC at her baby shower because she finally carried her baby full term. Y'all want to get pregnant and now you want to have respect for the life and thank God that you get to that point, but you done so much damage to your womb that all your womb know is I'm not designed to have no baby no more. My cervix is so weak from the muscle damage that the end of that balloon can't stay shut, and so you dropping your baby. You dropping your baby in the first trimester. You dropping your baby. You miscarrying in the first trimester. So you just got to keep that in mind when it comes to feeling your cervix. The more damage that you're doing to your body, the more damage that you're doing to your cervix, you're going to feel it when you feel your cervix. Our goal is pretty much to help you detox and rejuvenate that entire area and to strengthen her back up. Okay? So that's, what about the large size pearl? What do you mean a large size pearl? What do you mean? Go ahead. Yeah, so you all just want to keep that in mind, okay? And everybody that's on Instagram, like I made my page public because a lot of people who try to steal my dream that, I mean, because God obviously gave it to me. He gave it to me because before Ivy, pearls didn't exist in the United States. Before Ivy, none of that. My pussy was messed up before 2009. Yes, she was. She was wretched. Yes, she was. And that's why I had to figure out a way to fix her. Yes, she was. I made my page public on Instagram. Everybody else who claim they selling what I have, which is total disdain and disgrace to the blessing from the Creator, they gonna keep their pages private, okay? But if you on my Instagram, then you can scroll through and you'll see like most of the people who at some point in time I took time out to flag them, so you don't go there. If you got a problem with my price on the website, just let me know. Today our entire presentation is going to stay on YouTube, so you can always come to YouTube and watch it. But the presentation was really just to go over what comes in the womb healing kits, because a lot of you are coming to the site just to buy pearls, and you don't understand that aside from the pearl, there's actual kits. Because when you start discharging, you're discharging active waste. And some of you will say, well, Ivy, I just bought the 10 pearl kit and I'm doing my cleanse, but I'm itching a little bit. You have active waste coming out your body. It's been up there living. It's active. It's living. Even when you took the drugs for the STD, it's still in there. It's living. So that's why you got to get your soap. That's why you got to get your salve. That's why you get your honey, because we want to give you a full body cleanse. We want to get her ready. If you're into meditation or anything like that, then you know your vagina, your yoni is your first chakra. So if your first chakra ain't good, trust and believe the other 6 is static. It's a lot of static coming through your channels. Okay? So you got to keep her clean all the time. If you got a partner and he ejaculating in you, a lot of y'all married, you and your husband, y'all good. His penis is fine. Y'all don't have no problems. If he's ejaculating inside of you, you need to detox, okay? Because it's all dead cells, dead tissues. That's basically what we do. We get rid of dead tissue. Your body has been holding on to a lot of tissue and it causes you to be sick. Or your body holds on to a lot of mucus and it causes you to be sick. If you look on my Instagram and you see discharge, if you look on my Facebook and you see discharge, if you look on my YouTube and you see discharge, sometimes that discharge has a lot of mucus on it. You don't want that, because if you have too much mucus sitting inside your womb, you'll end up with polyps. You don't want that. If you have too much mucus in your colon, you get polyps in your colon. The same thing. That's why that honey good too, because when y'all do y'all cleanse and you pass your bowels, look in the toilet when you pass your bowels, because 9 times out of 10, most of the stuff that's coming out your vagina is going to be on your feces. It's going to be on your bowels. Okay, because you want to cleanse yourself, and this pretty much is just designed for people who don't practice Western medicine. But thank God y'all came out today, and I hope that y'all truly keep in mind how to feel your cervix. Feel your cervix. Know how to feel your cervix. You have some people who don't see the doctor for 2 years or 1 year. Let's say you saw the doctor today and the cervix was fine, but you're not going to see her for 2 more years. And within that 2-year span, you have a growth on your cervix. You have no idea. You don't even know, because you were never taught how to feel your cervix. You were only taught how to feel your breasts because of breast cancer. A guy must have came up with that one. A guy must have said, we got to figure out a way to detect this shit, because we don't want our wives losing their breasts. A guy must have came up with that. Okay, learn how to feel your cervix. A lot of you already know your body, so you'll call me like, Ivy, I know something's wrong. I talked to my doctor, but I swear to God, I know something's wrong, right? Am I upgrading the tea? Upgrading the how, baby? Thank you. Yeah, I'm a grandma, and my grandbaby lit. She already lit. Tyree rap, his friends rap. My grandbaby ain't around nothing but rap. My grandbaby lit. If ain't no rap music around my grandbaby, she not a happy baby. My grandbaby lit. When I go to get my grandbaby and bring her to where I live, where it ain't lit, I got something else for my baby. I'm gonna have to smudge her. I'm gonna have to smudge her ass when she comes see me and give her a real good blessing right here in the house. But we have the 8-ounce tea. We got a real large tea if you want to get the real large tea. But learn how to feel your cervix, ladies. A lot of y'all come to me and say, Ivy, I know something wrong. I know something wrong. I can feel it. I know something wrong, but I just don't know what it is. That's why you want to get your kit. The multiple symptoms kit, it's like a one-size-fit-all kit. However, it's a one size. So this has everything in it. So it has STD, it has fertility, it has fibroid, it has endometriosis, it has the virus, it has bacterial vaginosis. Make sure I named them all. I think I named them all. Oh, and tightening. And tightening, okay? All of that's in here. However, even though all of that's in here, you can just get like an endo kit. And this is just the endometriosis, honey. So it's more targeted. This one isn't as targeted, okay? Because we put everything in there. And it is strong. It's very, very strong, okay? But this one is more targeted. Let's say you don't have everything I'm talking about. Y'all, some of y'all women so good, I don't even know what it's like. But some of y'all women so good, y'all come to me, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just got this one little itty bitty symptom, you know, and thank God, you know. So all you want to get is the endometriosis. Yep. Oh yeah. So you want to do that. Any super detox kits for women whose partners are on psych meds. You mean he taking psychotropic medications, or he taking some stuff because up he ain't right and he's ejaculating psych sperm inside of you? He giving you psych sperm? Our men's stuff is on clearance, so give them that. But then I don't agree with Western medicine, so I don't agree with taking any chemical to help my brain function. If you dealing with something in life, you need to deal with it, like, because the drug is temporary. It's temporary. And I give you a good example. What you gonna do when ain't no drugs? What your man gonna do, or what you gonna do when ain't no drugs? I mean, half of y'all just got cut off for health insurance. So now what? And y'all the people that's on Facebook bitching. You ain't got no health insurance. And if it took you 8 years under Obamacare and you still got high blood pressure, don't be mad that you don't have health insurance, because that just means you don't know how to read the nutrition labels and you're intaking too much sodium. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when ain't no drugs? Because I used to take drugs. I used to be on them too. Ivy don't take drugs no more. So if you got a problem with Ivy, you don't like Ivy's attitude, Ivy iffy, she been like this one day, like this the next, I can't deal with it. Okay, sweetheart. It's like a gazillion people on the planet. You're just one. It's okay. It's okay. You just move to the side, okay? Because there are some people out here who are just like Ivy, and they love Ivy, and they don't have no problem whatsoever with Ivy, and wouldn't want Ivy to take no damn drugs. So Ivy not taking no drugs. I'm not gonna take no drugs. For what? Don't you know it's an epidemic with kids out here that's on drugs? It's an epidemic with black boys on drugs. It's an epidemic with these black boys popping pills. They popping psych meds as a party pill. Don't you know eventually that pill ain't gonna get him as high as he wanted to get? He can't roll off that pill like he wanted to. And so now he gotta take something else so he can keep rolling. Cause now you popping Molly's, you popping Percocets, you popping Xanax, you popping Adderalls. Eventually you're gonna need something stronger. Don't you know that you basically breeding a generation of dope heads? The average dope head didn't wake up one day smoking crack. The average dope head didn't wake up one day shooting up heroin. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I didn't wake up taking Zoloft. I wasn't born taking Zoloft. No, I wasn't. I had some issues in life, and my mama took me to a damn doctor. And they gave me pills to take. At 10 years old, I got put on dope. At 10 years old, somebody put me on dope. At 10 years old, a white man wrote a prescription and put Ivy on a chemical. He put a chemical on my brain. He put a chemical on my brain at 10 years old. At 10 years old, a child has no clue as to what's going on in life. And so while you're 10 years old, trying to understand life and everything life has to offer, you're figuring things out, you're only 10. You've only been on the planet for a decade. Somebody just sprinkled you with cocaine. Somebody just sprinkled me with cocaine, basically. You put cocaine on my brain at 10. So now from the age of 10 to whenever I stopped taking this particular drug that my mama felt I needed, my mind is somewhere else. So I start ego tripping at 10. So y'all out here giving y'all babies drugs, and y'all got y'all babies ego tripping. And now when your baby come off the drug, your baby don't even know nothing about life because he ego tripped for so long. And so I ego tripped for a long time because my mama made sure I was taking this damn drug. And I really don't even know why. I was only 10 years old. I really don't know why my mama took me to this doctor to get these drugs. Because at 10 years old, I wasn't even doing nothing. Like, my life was lame. My life was lame. My life was lame at 10. You know what I'm saying? By 10 years old, I had already been like I had already been molested. Like, I was, and even when she put me on the drugs, I was still being molested by my uncle. By the age of 10, I had been molested so many times. So yeah, trust me, my life was lame. There was nothing exciting about it. So I don't know why my mom put me on drugs at 10 years old. So now, you know, I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? I'm older. I got another stupid diagnosis, and I started taking drugs for that too. It got to the point where I was taking it right before I went to the club. It got to the point where we playing cards, we about to turn up, nigga playing for the pill. Yeah, because we gonna sell these pills. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them. I got so many of them. Nigga got me on auto refill. Shit, we about to sell these pills. So now we selling them, we popping them. I got the chemical back on my brain. I got that on my brain, plus the weed on my brain. Lord knows they smoking gas today. So you smoking gas and you popping a pill and you drinking. You so far into this ego trip. I was deep into an ego trip because at some point in life somebody put a chemical on me. Don't let people put chemicals on you, and don't put chemicals on your child. So to this day I'm still detoxing. To this day I still detox. To this day I'm still drinking my honey. To this day. Because whatever I dealt with in life that caused me stress or caused me some type of pain, I was never, ever, 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 ever taught how to deal with it. Okay? I wasn't taught how to deal with any of it. So all the times I was getting molested or taken advantage of or mistreated, abused, I wasn't being taught how to deal with it. Okay? Half the time that was happening, it was right in my own damn house. So I wasn't being taught how to deal with it. So granted, you know, I have to get to a point where, you know what, these are things that happen to me and I have to deal with it. And taking drugs is not going to help me deal with it. Because when my high is gone, Zan, shut up. Why is you growling at everybody? You can't growl at that dog. Shut up, I'll put you outside. Zan is short for Xanax. That's what we named the daggone dog. See what I'm saying? That's how I get. It's real in the field. Look at that. Nobody who takes Ritalin. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Don't give your kids these drugs. Like they breeding dope heads. They breeding dope heads. They breeding them. I don't even know what Dr. Oz had to show about how it's easy to get drugs on the street. Nigga, we already know. You breeding dope heads. Don't you breed no damn dope head. My mama raised me to be a dope head. She raised me to be a dope head. And aside from raising me to be a dope head, she raised me to be useless in life. Because all the trauma I went through, everything that people was doing to me, my mama was not helping me. So I'm already got the cocaine sprinkled on me. And I'm having all these things happen to me. So it's almost like this is my lifestyle. All of these things that happen to me has become my lifestyle. So I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Everything that happened to me, it's almost like, well, it's okay. I mean, I know deep down in my heart it doesn't feel good, but guess what? This is my lifestyle. I can't have that lifestyle. Okay? I'm in a place in life. I'm 36. Okay, that's not my lifestyle. That's not what I want. That's not healthy. That's not me. Okay? And a lot of us are going through things when it comes to you doing your detox. Y'all do so many things to yourself. It only took me one time to do something to myself, and I said, you know what, never again. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I want. But a lot of us are repeatedly hurting ourselves. Repeatedly we are hurting our wounds. You have to put yourself in a position where you say, I don't want that because that is not me. Deep down in your heart, you know that what you're doing to yourself is not good, and that's not you. I don't care who put it on you. I don't care who did it to you. Especially if it's your mom and your daddy. So what? This is your life. This is your road. This is your journey. That's not you. You have to be you. And you just have to demand that of yourself. You have to demand that worth of yourself. You have to have some more value for yourself. And I'm not saying that my product is like gold member, platinum plus, or whatever, or anything like that. But if it wasn't for me finding like basically the herbal tampon. If I didn't find this herbal tampon in 2009, Lord knows. Well, I've been in. Oh, in 2009, I was about to shoot somebody. I had trauma. And because I couldn't find him, I said, fuck it, I'm going to shoot myself. That's how mad I was. That's how mad I was, to the point where I had to get a clip to my mother. Well, I didn't give her the clip. She took the clip. So, you don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Don't put yourself in those situations like that. I grew up the wrong way. I was raised the wrong way. And I cannot truly 100% blame my mother, because somebody raised my mother. And somebody raised my grandmother. So I cannot truly blame somebody, okay? But guess what? I got 2 daughters, all right? I have to be there for them. I have to be there for them. And I'll be goddamn if my daughters have to ever relive any of the trauma that I went through. Shanjari is 14. When I was 14, I had an STD, I was pregnant, and I was homeless. Okay? Shanjari at 14, she just graduated. She's enjoying her summer. She's anticipating going to the 9th grade. I didn't get that. I didn't get to walk across the stage. I had to leave school. Like, neither one of my parents wanted me. Okay? So I was homeless. I don't wish that on nobody. So, like, just be good. Like, just be good, and, like, be good to yourself. Because if you're not good to yourself, then you're not going to be good to your kids. So you got to be good to yourself. And it starts with you first. And sometimes you can say, well, you know what? Forget myself. I'm more concerned about my kids. There's no way in the world you can be good to your kids if you're not good to yourself, because you don't know what goodness is. Therefore, you cannot give your child goodness. You're giving your child whatever you know. And 9 times out of 10, whatever you know ain't no good. Okay? Because what I knew growing up wasn't no good. It wasn't no good at all. Okay? So you got to fix that. Like, you really do. So anyway, I'll end up crying the next goddamn on 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes. So it's not worth it. But I appreciate all of you guys coming out. And can I put the men's honey aside for you, because for bacterial vaginosis infertility. You want this one. You want one for BV and BV. Yes, ma'am, Ashley. And most of y'all got my number. So y'all just be calling me any daggone way. You want to? Yeah, you could get. He got to detox his organs. See, I took. My mama put me on drugs when I was 10. Okay, and then around the age of 12, I started smoking marijuana. By the time I was 13, I was smoking PCP. So I'm on drugs. I was on Valium, marijuana, and PCP. So I'm smoking them all. In my mind, when I was that age smoking PCP, I didn't think nothing was wrong with it. I'm smoking sacks. I didn't think nothing was wrong with it. Okay? That's what I was doing. I see these little girls out here. I see my daughters. Ain't no way in the world my daughter smoking PCP. There's no way in the world my daughter gonna hit the J. No. Hell, what? No, she can't do it. No. It's gonna make her retarded. She ain't ready for that. Your brain's still developing. That's like you giving a newborn baby drugs. The baby's still developing. You gotta give a child a chance. So I had all those drugs already on me. I had Valium, I had marijuana, and I had PCP. So now I got all this in my system. I was doped up for a very long time. And then by the time I'm 14, I'm doped up and I'm pregnant. Okay? And I thank God for my pregnancy, because when I found out I was pregnant, I cut the drugs out. I stopped taking drugs completely. Granted, it was still in my system though. It was still in my organs. Okay? Then, I got into some real legal situations in life. Some real intense legal situations, and I end up getting on drugs again. I got prescribed some drugs. That's when they said I was bipolar. And motherfuckers didn't give me no check, but they said I was bipolar. So I figured if something wrong with me, help me fix myself, doctor. Help me. If there's something wrong with Ivy, help her. Please help me. So I'm on drugs again. Now when I'm taking it, because right before they prescribed the drugs, I was popping pills. Okay, so I did start popping pills too. But it was all around the same time. When I got the prescription for the Zoloft, it took a while before I could see a doctor to get a prescription. So in between that time, I started popping pills. I didn't even know nothing about pills. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I started popping pills. So now I'm smoking weed, I'm popping pills, and I'm taking Zoloft. I'm doing it all. Plus I'm drinking, and that takes mine to the head. Like I don't drink too much like a goldfish, but I drink like a guppy, but I keep going. So I was so doped up. I'm only 36. I was so doped up. That means I have all those chemicals in my body. I gotta detox. Because guess what? I don't ever want to be around people, you know what I'm saying, who do drugs, and I get that feeling run through my body. I get that shock that comes through me and say, damn, I want to hit it. I don't want that. I don't ever want to be around drugs, period, and I get the shakes like, shit, I'm about to pop this pill. No, I don't want none of that. I don't need it. When I see people doing drugs now, I know you got a problem. I know something wrong with you, and this is how you're trying to remedy your issue. No, I'm going to always detox. Because I didn't stop taking Zoloft until about almost 2 years ago. Even when I started my business, I was still taking Zoloft. And that's probably how some of these broads who I was recruiting in my business was taking advantage of me. I was so doped up and passive aggressive, I was just letting them do whatever. Just whatever. No, I don't take no drugs. If you don't like my attitude, I ain't the one for you, baby. That's it and that's all. Y'all like Ivy? It is what it is. It is what it is, boo-boo. Because ain't nobody gonna keep giving me no drugs telling me something wrong with my damn brain. If Ivy can't function in society, okay, sweetheart. Because the people who are out here doing some crazy, heinous stuff, you know what I'm saying, chopping up bodies and kidnapping kids, they ain't on no type of meds either. And you ain't think to put them on none. I don't need that. So anyway, it is Sunday. To God be the glory. I know y'all some real damn conscious sisters. You know why? Because you're not giving nobody your 10% today. So, you know, thank y'all so much. Y'all don't go to church or the Kingdom Hall, none of them places, baby. God is within you. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for slavery, you wouldn't know nothing about Jesus. You wouldn't even know him. You would not know him, okay? And my mama raised me to be a Jehovah's Witness. She raised me to be a Jehovah's Witness, and she had my black ass doped up, okay? So I was confused and doped up, okay? And when things got real hard for Ivy, you know what my mama would say? Well, you should be going to the Kingdom Hall. You know, you're missing your meetings, Ivy. When you gonna have your Bible study, Ivy? I'm like, damn, Mom, you must be right. Shit, let me go to the hall today. It's Sunday. Oh, I'm getting up, I'm getting dressed. Let me go to the hall. You know, and yeah, it did feel good. When you go to church, it feels good. Because you were naturally created from the Creator to want to serve a higher being. That's why it feels good. Because mentally, you're under the conception that you're giving praise to a higher being. It's you giving praise to the wrong one. And you can say, well, Ivy, I go to church and my life is fine. Granted, there's a whole lot of people go to church and their life fine. There's a whole lot of people who don't go to church and their life is fine. You just want to make sure you're giving homage to the proper Creator, the one who actually put your lineage into existence. And the white man did not do that. He put your lineage into eradication. He wants to get rid of you. He didn't do it, okay? Ain't no way in the world, as black as we are in Africa, damn Melanites, nigga so black he blue, that this white dude came out of nowhere, walking with sandals on his feet to bring you, to deliver you. Because where is you going? Okay? The Jehovah's Witnesses the same way. I was raised to be a witness, okay? And they won't give a whole lot of emphasis on the cross, but them niggas know that we came from Africa too, and if it wasn't for slavery, there would be Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? And granted, they in 1,000 damn languages now, because they more structured with theirs, you know what I'm saying? So they all over the world, but guess what? Ain't no hieroglyph language for the Christianity religion, okay? So next time a Jehovah's Witness knock on your door, because Ivy is considered to be an apostate, but screw you. When they knock on your door, be like, do y'all have the literature in hieroglyphs, please? And whoever do it, let Ivy know, because I want to know what the sister said. She gonna know what she gonna say? I'm gonna have to go check into that. Or she gonna go out there into the territory and go get the elder. And then he gonna come to you try to get you with some anointing on the Bible. No, it's okay. Tell them when they come to your house, that's not your language. Tell them, I don't speak that language. They give you the goddamn wash on the way. I don't speak that language. That's not my language. I speak hieroglyph. Do you have that? Hell no. No, they don't have that. So good. If the place you going to on Sunday ain't speaking to you with the hieroglyphs, you shouldn't be there. You should take your black ass home. Go home. You want to get somebody 10%? Go get a detox kit. It's like $20. Go home. Go cleanse yourself. Because when I was going to the church recently too, I started going to the church too. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Y'all smell funny too. Y'all in there in the pew talking about you waiting on Jesus. Jesus is not in the honey. He not in the soap in the south. But guess what? This will get to you before Jesus will. Because Jesus wasn't there when you was getting that thing messed up down there. Jesus wasn't with me when I was in the streets getting raped or getting fucked by average ass niggas. No, he was not. Okay? I wasn't even thinking about God at the time. I was just hoping that I could pray for forgiveness and go to the hall on Sunday. Okay? So don't wait for Jesus. If you wait for Jesus, this is not the product for you. And if you was waiting on Jesus, you damn sure should have been on my feet this morning. Okay? But what is what? What is what? What is it? What it is, Abby? I don't know. So yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't go to the enemy for what's wrong with you. Y'all got to be good. Y'all got to be good. Just be good. And all the people that's on my feet, I know y'all. Like I know y'all. Y'all so good. But I gotta go, okay? And I appreciate y'all for coming out and tuning in with me. And let me show you Psycho. Come here, Zane. That's Zane. Say hey. We named him after Xanax. You know, we had Zane and Molly, but Molly died. Molly ran out on the street trying to get something to eat and got hit by a car, and I could not afford to get her hip replaced. All dogs go to heaven, trust me, because the nigga who was molesting me my whole life, when his ass died, they put no obituary that nigga was up in heaven. When y'all have a funeral and the nigga going to hell, that's the funeral you invite me to. Don't ever invite me to your family funeral when you know that nigga wasn't no good and the obituary say he went to heaven. That's a damn lie. Okay? But this is saying, and it's Sunday, y'all be good, and I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep on detoxing, because I'm detoxing too. And, you know, ain't too many women who detox in their vagina. So when you put it on your Facebook or your Instagram that you detoxing your vagina, be careful. Because a lot of women coming to me letting me know that dudes is hitting their line. No. Guess what? These dudes that's hitting your line, he used to screwing unclean pussy. He's used to screwing women who have not detoxed. So he got all that waste in his scrotum. No thank you. No thank you, boo-boo. I'm good. I'm good. All that discharge on my page, a dude walk up to you talking about, oh, he can't wait to eat your pussy. No good. No thank you. I know what come out of pussy. You want to eat my pussy, so I know what you've been eating. You like eating discharge. No thank you. I'm good. I'm good. No, don't need it. To God be the glory. I'll just keep my legs closed. All right. Okay, I don't even know what 12:11 is. But bye, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Oh, I don't. Yes, end it. Y'all be good. I'm going to close all these out. It's like a succession of closures. Here it is.